welcome to 1 Petite Street. Last week we looked at this room box, and it's called Atta Boy. But we looked at it real closely, didn't have to look very close, and it really looks like a girl's room, a little girl's room. It's got a hat, and it has a purse, and it has just a lot of dainty things in it. So I said, we're going to make it an Atta Boy. And so today we're going to kind of show you some of the process and then the final outcome of that transformation. I do want to invite you, if you have not subscribed and you're watching this maybe for the first time, to subscribe. If you like the video, please do so. And also, if you want to be in touch with me, you can at 1petitestreet@gmail.com, or you can comment down below. And I certainly welcome those comments. So many of you are so nice to watch this old fella make things on his videos. So we're going to get right into our project for the day. We're going to be transforming this room box into what I think is more what a little boy would have. So we have all the pieces of paper with the designs cut, and now we're going to glue these together to form 2 walls and the floor. And get that complete, we'll show that. So now we've got the 1 wall and the floor glued, and you can see that we've got it perpendicular. It's glued down here, and it's being held in place by magnets, and we'll give that a chance to dry, and then we'll bring in the other wall and glue it on right here using the same kind of methods. Oops, I guess it would be here, like this. So let that dry. So we're going to set this up this way to glue this piece on, and then we're going to flip it over and do the same for the other side. So now I'm getting ready to glue the other side on, and since the magnets are strong enough to hold that down like that, we're going to be able to hold it in place with magnets on each side and glue it like that. So while the part of the frame is drying, I've used a couple clips as vices to hold another part as it dries, as we get ready to put the bed together. So we've completed the bed, and as you can see, it looks a lot different than what they had. I think very much more like what you'd find in a little boy's room. And so that's completed. The next thing that we're going to be working on is, if I can get this in focus right here, is this little stand. And we're not going to probably put this cloth front on the door, so it will look a bit different than they have there. So that will be our next project. So our next project will be to build this small cabinet here with the handles and the pull on the drawer. So that'll be our next project. So now we're going to be working on the fishnet with the float board and the two paddles. And also we're going to put some more shells than is seen there on the background. So I have glued these pieces to some cardboard. They had cardboard in the kit, but I think this is just a little bit heavier and will help us to make those paddles better. So that's where we're at there. As I finish them up, I'll show you. So now we're going to make this lantern out of these little pieces by putting them together, is the way the instructions say. And then when we complete that, we're going to try and electrify it. That is, put a light in it. So this is the steps in making the little life preserver, and so we're going to be putting those together. They're very tiny, so we'll see how that turns out. So this is what the instructions told us, and of course the name of that thing was Atta Boy, but as you can look, it's not very masculine, and so we're not completed with our makeover, but let's look at what we've done to make it more of a Atta Boy's room. So this is what we did to make the Atta Boy room for a boy. You don't see any purses. Instead of pictures on the wall, we have a chart of shells and fish. And instead of a fancy pink kind of thing behind it, we have a regular kind of fish net. And we don't have just a lot of soft frilly things. So we have made the room that was called Atta Boy, but it seemed like more for a little girl, into what I think is more of a boy's room. There's some other things that, if I get around to doing them, we'll show them in a future video. So that's completion of our taking the Atta Boy room, which didn't look like a boy's room, and making it into a boy's room. Well, I hope you enjoyed the putting together of this room box. In the transformation from it being pretty much a little girl's room into a little boy's room, making it a little bit, I guess, a little bit rougher, a little bit more masculine. So I hope that you watched that, maybe got some ideas on how to use magnets and clips, and just some general ideas. And with that, I do want to thank you again for watching, and I want to urge you to be kind to yourself and be kind to those around you. If you see an opportunity to help someone, take it, and enjoy your life until we meet again.